The Tale of Sweet Persephone. On a lovely day in the land of Greece, a beautiful young maiden, Persephone, was frolicking in the meadow with her friends gathering juicy flowers. Since Mother's Day was right around the corner, Persephone decided to embark on a quest to find the most beautiful flower for her mother. Persephone soon became distracted by the beautiful flower, Narcissus, the exact flower her father wanted her to find. As Persephone leaned down to pick the flower, the earth beneath her began to rumble and shake and soon split in two. This small act brought forth Persephone's new destiny.
Hades emerged from the giant crack in the earth and kidnapped Persephone into his pimped-out chariot and sped down into the underworld before Persephone could scream for help. As the blackness engulfed her, Persephone knew that her life would soon become a living hell.
Demeter immediately felt a sharp pain in her heart, and she knew something was terribly wrong. She searched high and low with no luck of finding Persephone. As Demeter fell into a deep depression, her job began to suffer. All of the plants on the earth began to die a horrible and painful death.
While Demeter frantically searched for her daughter, Hades was making his move on his niece, Persephone. As he confessed his undying devotion for her, she thought she deserved something more, for she longed to be up in the blue sky with her mommy close by.
As Persephone awaited her fate in the underworld, Demeter was growing more and more depressed. As she sat down by a fountain, she gazed at her reflection, frightened by her appearance. An old wrinkly and withered face stared back at her. When a family stumbled upon the old woman, they offered up their home to her. Her grateful response was to place their baby in the fireplace every night, for this act would make the child immortal. When her mother found her baby in the fireplace the next morning, she demanded the old woman to leave the premises. Due to their reaction, Demeter exposed her true self. Duh, she was a goddess! Demanding a temple complex to be built in her honor. Once the temple complex was built, her happiness was restored.
Demeter's happiness was soon replaced with rage as her mind returned to the idea that her daughter had vanished into thin air. She decided to storm in on Zeus and demand that he find his daughter at once. She placed her missing daughter's face on milk vessels and sent them to all the immortal schools. With her intensive search, she soon uncovered Zeus's evil plot to hook Persephone up with her uncle Hades. Before Demeter could have another episode and turn Zeus's lightning bolt against him, he sent a messenger to retrieve his daughter from hell.
When Hermes entered the underworld, he was alarmed at what he found, for there was Persephone, queen of the dead, greeting the new arrivals with a smile. It seemed as though she had really found her calling. While she wanted to see her mother, she also wanted to remain with her new hubby. Before Persephone was forced back to her mother, Hades offered her a pomegranate. As she ate the right fruit, she felt a tingling sensation inside. This momentous occasion marked Persephone as both a daughter of the heavens and queen of the dead.
When Persephone returned to her mother, joy broke out all over the land. If even possible, Persephone had emerged from hell even more beautiful than before. As Demeter badgered Persephone with questions about her experience, Persephone calmly explained Zeus's plot. Though Demeter was thrilled to have Persephone home, because Persephone had tasted the fruit of the underworld, she would not be able to remain up in the blue sky forever.
So Demeter and Hades agreed on a plan. Each spring, Persephone would spend time in the flowery meadows of Greece, filling her mother with happiness. And each fall, Persephone would return to the underworld and rule as queen of the dead, thus filling Demeter with sorrow. So thanks to Demeter's mood swings, we have seasons, and they lived happily ever after. The end.